Yeah, welcome to the Football Enthusiast TV. As you can see, I'm not very happy, but I just have to do this match reaction to the final. And I'm here with my younger brother, who is also a football enthusiast like me, Mr. Victor. I call him the prof, and he's the stats man in the family. He gives you all the stats. So we're going to keep this laconic and short, and we have 5 talking points. Um, but what do you actually think about the game overall?
Actually, I think that PSG had a good claim to actually have won the game. It could have gone either way. It's just that
All right.
Bayern was more decisive with the very few chances they had.
Mm-hmm.
PSG, on the other hand, had some players that were off
Of course,
today,
like
especially Mbappe.
Mbappe, of course.
He had a few chances he had converted.
I mean, we have 5 talking points that we've highlighted here, and we start off with the first one, which is the absence of cutting edge. I mean, Mbappe taking those chances, especially that one he had in the first half.
Yeah.
But you can't take away the brilliance of Manuel Neuer.
Yeah, you cannot. He's 35 and he's still keeping like a keeper in his peak.
Of
It
course,
is very, very laudable.
of course. I mean, it's testament to the fact that he had 3 saves.
Yeah,
to Navas's just one save.
One.
PSG had 3 shots on target, with Bayern having just 2, and the second one being a goal from Kingsley Coman. I was actually petrified for Bayern and thought PSG were going to come back into the game. I was telling you during the game.
They had
because
every
they took 2 of their wingers out in Nabri and Coman, and
reducing
I was
the actual
exactly, which was like the press
threat,
exactly. And looking at the possession, which brings us to the second point, the dominance in the midfield. 62% possession to 38 of PSG tells you all you need to know.
It hardly needs explaining.
And I mean, testament to Thiago Alcantara. What can you say about that player?
The stats that he puts up every single game, and even in big games like today, tell you how good he is.
What about Joshua Kimmich? Playing as a right back and coming as an inserted midfield. He comes into the midfield. And I mean, but you look at that and you look at the crosses, and that brings us to the third point, which is the fact that they didn't have a point man.
PSG did not have a point man,
which was a problem for them.
Part of that cutting edge that they lacked. Exactly. They didn't have. They had Neymar that could create space for himself, enough space to cross,
but he needed somebody to actually finish
And at the end of the day, they had only 8% crossing accuracy as opposed to Bayern's 17%.
So it tells you all the story. I mean, about the fact that they needed a strike. But I just think it's because of the way Tuchel sees Icardi, and the fact that the way he played in the first 45 minutes or first 60 minutes against Atalanta, where it was atrocious. I mean, he was terrible in that game. It was really, really, really bad in that game. But I must quickly emphasize that I think Tuchel was actually reactive than proactive.
Yeah, it was. It didn't
because I actually felt that his midfield was negative.
Yeah, it was. In the first half, you can actually notice
it was a balanced midfield.
It was balanced.
Yes.
Both teams had equal chances to to
take
press
of course.
In the second half, something changed, and Tuchel waited far too long for him to make changes. He waited for the goal to come in.
I mean, when you have a player like Draxler, Sarabia on the
players
bench,
that could
Verratti,
players that would get by players
and create chances and take the pressure off a player like Neymar.
Neymar was the only creative
spark, in that
maybe
team.
Him and Bernat.
Bernat, exactly. And you have a player like Kera, who's actually a centre back playing as a right back. Though you can also argue that Kimmich is actually a midfielder, playing as a right back. But we've all known from the days of Guardiola that Kimmich can play virtually all positions on the pitch, just like Afonso Davies. But Afonso Davies didn't do much in the game today. I think he just did what a natural left back would do, of course, which was a basic thing.
I think the stage was too big, or the stakes were too high for him to go extra.
So he just kept it simple. Which sometimes, I mean, you heard me throughout the game just telling Neymar, keep it simple.
All you need to do. That, and the problem also, I don't know what to say. we see problems like that in a lot of creative players.
Of
There are
course,
times where they don't know when to just play a simple
a
pass.
simple pass and just
It can just be a simple pass. You might just need to get past one player and cross it. You might
of
just
course.
need to. There are times, okay, you can have the chance to cut in, get past one, and shoot. That decision making comes with a lot of how will I put it now, experience.
Experience. But will you say Neymar doesn't have
Neymar is
experience? He's
experienced, but
experienced, 28
I
year
don't know.
professional. But sometimes you just have a bad game.
You
You
can
just
have
have,
a bad
and
game.
apart from that, his partner, quote and unquote, Mbappe too had
Yeah,
a
I had a
terrible, a
terrible game.
stinker.
Yeah, he
You
only
know,
had one spark, and that brings us to the fact that there should have been a penalty
a
in that play.
penalty in that game. Yes, a very, very controversial one because I mean it was brought down in the box.
Yeah, after tearing the defenders
Yes,
to shreds.
into shreds. It was brought down in the box. But I mean, just like we've seen this season, there are a lot of things that still need to be done with
Yeah,
the VAR. So I mean, that's our match review. Make sure you subscribe to the Football Enthusiast TV. I'm going to be getting a lot of other videos and other content as the week progresses. Talking about transfer. Is a Manchester United fan, so just drop your socials.
you can get me on Twitter at @vodulate on Twitter.
And you can also follow me at Papi Pius on Twitter. Make sure you comment, make sure you subscribe, and make sure you like the video. Ciao.
Thank you.